Hello, everyone. And today I've got Peace Arnold with me because Peace is going to be giving a fantastic short workshop on the 16th biggie, which is grief. Now, Peace is a long-time rebirther who was mentored by Leonard Orr, over 15 years of close association with him. She's also a certified grief recovery specialist with the Grief Recovery Institute, and she offers private sessions and support groups in grief recovery in New York City, Long Island, and the tri-state area. So welcome, Peace. It's really great to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll edit this bit out.
Okay.
Who is this workshop for?
So this, really this workshop is for anyone and everyone interested in clearing a path towards healing and completing their relationship with past trauma and loss. So every trauma contains some elements of loss. And whether it's a tangible loss of something physical or a change of location, change of place, loss of a relationship, or the intangible losses, loss of trust, faith, safety, and so on. So we all experience grief over many times over the course of a lifetime. And we're all born with that natural capacity to recover and move forward with our lives, with the new reality.
And I just want to say that last year, a very, very good friend of mine passed away, and I called on Peace to help me go through this process. And it really, really did help. And Peace even gave me prompters on, facilitating a space for a group of people who also knew this person. And you know what? It was invaluable and it really helped me. So thank you for that. Just a little a personal experience there with how it helped me. So how would you define grief?
So I would define grief as our normal, natural, emotional response to loss of any kind. So not just through loss, through death, but loss of relationship, in the many, many different ways, types of loss, any change in a familiar circumstance that we've come to depend on. When there's a major change, there's an element of grief, and the response to grief is a natural response. Mm-hmm.
And what are some of the ways that it affects people?
Oh, well, loss of, some people lose sleep. They have difficulty falling asleep. It might be a change in their eating patterns, loss of concentration, loss of memory, many, many different ways.
Excellent. And what might someone expect to gain from attending this workshop?
Okay, well, what I'd like to see someone come away with is the willingness and the tools to move more effectively through their own grief. And to be able to sit in an authentic, mindful ways with others that are going through grief experiences who might be grieving around them. Because so many times in an effort to help, what we're really doing is trying to distract, divert, or minimize or intellectualize, the experience. But it's an experience of the heart. It's not an experience of the head. So
exactly. Because we can feel uncomfortable about somebody else's grief and try and make it better, but really we just have to be present.
Right. The people need an opportunity to talk about their experience, the loss, without, being told not to feel. Yes. Or without being given advice, without being, an attempt to fix what can't be fixed.
And what will you be going through in the workshop?
So the workshop will present theory, some of the commonly experienced diversions and disruptions in the flow of grief. We'll be working with different practices and exercises to help us uncover some of our suppressed or repressed memories and complete the emotional energy cycle, to use a rebirthing term, but to complete the energy cycle around the emotion, and to complete your relationship with the event in a way that will allow you to move forward.
Right. So when will the workshop be?
It is going to be on April 16th at noon Eastern Standard Time, and will be 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
And I will be joined by Heike Strombach and Sara Dawn. Heike has been using this in her trainings and her own life, as well as Sara. So they'll have, they can share from, not just my experience with it, but what they've experienced and how it's impacted their work and their lives.
Brilliant. And what's the cost?
The cost is $108 USD.
Okay.
We'll also be talking a little bit about how to use the elements to support your
brilliant. Yeah.
For people who don't have that experience or knowledge, we want to at least expose them to understand how the elements can help us move through memories.
Because that's something else you do, is lead people on using purification with the elements.
Yes. Well, the training, that's a big part of the REBA trainings. So Heike, Sara, and I founded REBA, Rebirth International Breathwork Association, and it's to preserve in a cohesive way the trainings as they were taught to us, and and as we've been gifted and blessed to share in the world. So and because breathwork, rebirthing and breathwork just took off like like a wildfire, and it's changed in so many ways, and we want to preserve the form, so we don't lose aspects of it that are maybe less understood but very significant to healing. And one of the big ones is spiritual purification with the elements, and you really need to experience it to really get to understand the impact. It's not something that in our Western minds can really wrap themselves around too easily.
Okay, well, thank you, Peace, and I'll see you on the 16th for sure.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Kira. Thank you for all you do for the breathwork community and